You are live. Let's see who all shows up. Warning. So what's up, everybody? I got to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. Boy. YouTube-y.
So what's up, everybody?
I gotta kill my own audio. Breakout. I gotta sign in, don't I? 3D printing LMA at Gmail. And we are signed in. And now YouTube wants to show notifications. No. What is up, Lightspeed? Now that I've got this all figured out, pop out chat. So if you don't understand what I did, and I just posted on Twitter, is first off, Josh is ill. He usually does this little thing. I was getting on to see what he was doing, and he was posting on Twitter that he's sick as a dog and didn't want to stream being all ill. So, which was perfect because I actually wanted to stream, because today I download and play with apps all the time, just testing them out, goofing around. I do a lot of beta for Apple, and not that I do it that much anymore, but I used to. Oh, clock. That's what that is. Blah, blah, blah. I have a lot of apps that come and go on my computer. And I was going through all the apps that I delete, bi-monthly. I just go through and start deleting ones. I haven't used it. I'm not going to use it. I haven't used it. I'm not going to use it. And I was just deleting. There was like 20 or 30 of them that I've been playing with for the last month. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do like I used to do with my PCs. I used to run both side by side. And every year for the PCs, I would literally back them up. I'll wipe them clean, reinstall, and not do a transfer. I would just bring up what I wanted. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it with the Mac, because this thing's been about a year. And I've had a lot of apps on it. And there's always those stupid, I don't care if it's Mac or PC or Linux, there's always those stupid little add-on, files that get stuck in the operating system for some app or some, preference pane. And it just dogs the whole thing down. So I said, screw it. I'm going to back everything up. I spent all morning transferring files over and over and over. I ran a backup, but I manually transferred. I have a backup hard drive, and I have a manual backup hard drive where I just throw files on just to save in case blah. And then I can just drag and drop them. Anyways, I didn't finish the backup. I killed the power, not realizing it. The actual backup. I had transferred all my files over, which was cool. Went to visit my father at lunch, came back, reinstalled, wiped the drive twice because I screwed up wiping the drive and it didn't take. That was my own stupidity. Apple has a new file format that they came out with this last OS. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. So I had to reformat it because I reformatted it in the old format. I had to reformat it in the new format, installed the OS. Everything was fine. Reinstalling from scratch. Again, I didn't transfer over or do anything. I reinstalled everything from scratch. And just realized I never saved my slicer profiles. Saved everything else. Didn't back up my slicer profiles. And I can't even go into my Apple backup and do it because I must have killed the power, not realizing it. Because when it's backing up, the Mac goes to sleep. And I thought it was off, so I killed the power. I shut the power off. When I leave, nothing's on. TV's not on. PlayStation, computer, hard drives, nothing. I kill the power to everything. So, needless to say, all my slicer profiles are gone. Gone. Not that it's a big deal, honestly. That's another thing. I had a bunch of them I wasn't using. So, and I remember 90% of what I did. And I really need to do it from scratch for the Humera anyways, because I basically just took the profiles I had on this when I put the Humera on it, and I just slowed it down to like 70, because I had it around 100, and which it never ran anyways, because even at 100, this thing was too sloppy. There are no subfolders. There's no nothing. I wiped the computer clean. I completely wiped it clean. I reformatted the hard drive. I wiped it. I did a secure wipe. Now the secure wipe's all that secure because there's like 3 stages, and there's wipe it, which just gets rid of your index. There's a secure wipe where it just randomly goes through, and like every 10 blocks it writes zeros and ones for no reason. And then there's the security wipe, which literally rewrites the whole drive. Yeah, no. I know most of what I did. But honestly, the thing I'm going to miss the most was, and I think I actually saved it in my notepad. Oh, that would be awesome. I have a prescript, what do you call it? Job G-code start file that I use that, draws a little line and primes the nozzle and make sure, the filament's coming out. Off to bed. Oh, yeah, you're like on the other side of the world, aren't you? Happy New Year's. New Year's was like days ago. But Happy New Year to you too, man. But anyway, so I had to redo StreamYards, had to reinstall all the operating system crap, all the browsers, because StreamYards doesn't run on Safari, so you have to use an external browser. That was another reason I wanted to get rid of it. I don't know what it is with Chrome. I've kind of gotten away from it. It's a real resource hog, like really bad. I mean, it runs good. It's a resource hog. And every time I go and look at, how much of the processing power is going, the only thing running is Chrome, and it's like 85% of the processors being chewed by Chrome. Like, huh? And so I went, but on the side note of that, one of the reasons I decided to wipe the drive is I kept getting this message about the Google updates, Chrome updates file is reinstalling it. I just kept bugging out, and that would dog my computer down. And I just said, something was wrong, and wiped it clean. And I dragged and dropped everything of importance except for my slicer files. Oh, well. So I got to start Cura and Idea Maker from scratch. Completely from scratch. Not really worried about Prusa Slicer from scratch because I didn't really use it all that much. And when I did, I was pretty much coming from scratch anyways because I never tuned it to it. I was kind of guessworking it, transferring files over. So that's not a big deal. And I know most of what I did in Idea Maker, and I can transfer that over to Cura anyways. And the other way around. I pretty much remember all the settings for that. All the basic settings anyways. The only thing I don't remember offhand, and I might have it here. Let's share my screen. Open Systems Preferences. Oh, God, here we go with that. Share. Well, let me share my screen. Chrome has lost. This isn't Chrome. Opera, yes. Opera will not be allowed to record content to your screen until it quits later. Oh, come on with that crap. I should have turned all that crap off. Okay, so I can't do a screen share. Maybe it'll let me know. Oh, no, it won't. There we go. So I didn't actually have to quit. I think it does, but I don't think I have any of my G code files. I wiped everything. I don't save my G code files. It's just more crap to save that I just don't want to save. So anyway, what was I going to look for? Oh, let's see if I have that start script. Let's see, chat. Hello. Hope there's nothing impersonal that you guys can see in here. Taxes, NG code, G codes, custom setup, slice, basic, metric. That's it right there. That's my start G code right there. So I have it. How do I get them onto the printer? Get what onto the printer? The G code files? I just transfer them through either the Pi or direct to through the Wi-Fi. I have that. Stop screen sharing. That is Duet Wi-Fi, so it's Wi-Fi and it has a Pi on it. They all have Pis on them except for that, which is already Wi-Fi. I don't save them. I print something, I delete everything. I do not save files. It just clusters everything. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. I might actually have a couple of them saved here and there, but I'm not that concerned about it. To be honest with you, there was so many garbagey settings. And again, I know 99% of what my settings were that I can go through and just do it. It might even be better because the one thing I dislike about Idea Maker is it always bases everything on an existing slicing profile. You need an existing profile to build a new profile. And I really hate that. I want to build it from scratch sometimes. Because you never know if there's some freaking obscure setting you're not catching. And that's the one thing I don't like. Because you always got to base all your other profiles. Because unlike all the other slicers, Idea Maker is based on the filament. The only thing that the printer needs to know is that it needs to know about your printer is basically the size and the shape. That's all it really cares about. Filament, diameter. That's it. Everything else is based on filament feed, whether temperatures and speeds and all that crap. It's all based on filament to them. There's very little printer information other than the basic sides. Size of nozzle, size of the printer. It's about it. It doesn't care about any of the rest of it. All the rest of it's based on the filament. If that makes sense. Let's open one up and fire it up and set it up. Empty trash. I don't need any of that crap. So, applications. Did I transfer it in here? Where is it? I thought I put it in here. There it is, Idea Maker. All right, let's do that again. Idea Maker is right here. I just saw it. Where is it? There it is. So let's set up Idea Maker from scratch. What's up, John Mac? Cannot be opened because Apple cannot check it from malicious software. Oh, stop that crap. There's a way around that. It's called the command key. Oh, Idea Maker. Open. And when I say open, I mean open. So you gotta go through. I don't know which one of these I had it based on. Idea printer F1 or F2. Raise others. Others. New printer. Llama Core. Printer type abbreviation. That's a new one. I don't even remember that. Now I can't see all the chat because all these windows are stacked up. That's the other thing I don't really like about Idea Maker. It loves to just stack windows. Nozzle diameter is 0.8. Yes, it has a big ass nozzle. It'll actually do 320, but I always hold it to 300 because heated bed, enable fan control. No, I do not have a fan control. Distance from build plate border. 0, extruder count, PLA, gantry height. That I don't know, and on one of these days I'm going to actually figure that all out. But that would have just changed anyways. G-code, export, local, advanced. Steps doesn't need to be changed because it's all in the firmware. Heated bed max, I'm going to leave it at 90. Extruder max temperature, I'm going to put it back to 255. I'm not sure what I can do with that, Mara. There are some specific G codes I used to admit, but I don't remember what they are. Offset, left, right, don't matter. Okay. Continue. Heated bed. PLA. Now adds options to set support infill outlines and dense support infill outlines. If you want to add support infill type or dense support infill type in filament settings per group or per layer settings, modify settings. Please add support infill outlines or dense support infill outlines to get expected results. I'm not even sure what the hell went on right there. But there it is. There's the Llama Core plate. Isn't that awesome? Manage templates. Create. Mirror. Base. PLA. Infill density, I like 3 shells, which is kind of ridiculous with that big nozzle, but I just like it. No, I do not want a raft. I always do a skirt. Advanced. Layer height, 0. Yeah, okay. Layer height is 2.4 generally for this. My first layer height is always 2, no matter what, because it just works. My first layer start point. I'm not going to deal with that yet. I'm not going to deal with space. Spiral base mode. Extruder is 0.8. Extrusion width is 0.84. Actually, I'm going to go with 2. Retraction speed, I can leave that. Minimal travel on retraction is 0.25. Minimal amount of retraction. Extra restart is 0. Restart speed. Coasting distance, I'm going to leave that off for now. I actually use some of that. I do use the wipe. I'm doing it 0.5. Infill doesn't much matter at this point. Solid infill. I do want to change these angles. Top and bottom solid infill angle. Delete. Remove infill angle. Remove infill angle. Add infill angle. 90. Add infill angle. And there's a reason for this. If you've never seen it, I always do a different infill angle than my top and bottom infill angles are different 45 degrees out from my infill angle. It actually makes them build up faster because they're not following the same line, so you're not having a big open space you're trying to travel over. Does that make sense? You end up with a diagonal. They connect more. It actually makes it stronger in theory. I haven't tested it, but it should in theory. Supports, I'm not worried about. Platform adhesion as a skirt. skirt loops. I want 3. Skirt brim speed. Go up to 25. Offset distance 3 millimeters. Sure. Cooling. Okay, why can't I enable cooling? That's new. Oh, I didn't turn the PWM fans on, did I? Okay, I can go back and fix that. 210. This only needs to be at 50. Don't need temperature control. Speeds. Keep this up to inner shell speed. Outer shell speed can be 35. Default. I'll leave it 60. Inner shell speed, I can leave it 55 or 50. I'm going to go with 50 and leave it a little slow. First layer speed is 30. Infill speed is 60 is fine. Bottom solid infill speed, these are all fine. Top solid, blah, blah, blah. Travel 100 millimeters a second is good. Support speed is much higher. No, supports can stay. Gap filling. Bridging. I can do bridging much higher, like 70. What slicer is this? This is Idea Maker. This is a free version of, but better in some ways. A free version of basically S3D. Don't need a wall wipe because I'm only using a single head. Other thin walls, gap fill, posit height I can do later. And this is the one I gotta change. That's right here. And what did I do with it? G codes. And that'll all stay in there. I actually think I've edited it since this, and this is not going to work right. E0, something's going to happen, if I remember correctly. Z at 0.3. See this 750, which is fine. Bring Y to 60. Bring Y to 100. Extrude a little more, a lot faster. That's all right. There's something else I had to do, but I can't remember what. Let's see. G1X 20. Y0 F150. That is pre-doing. It's doing a prime line. Isn't that what this is right here? I believe that's the prime line. You know what? I'm going to leave it for now. There is one other thing. Where is it? Extruders, NG code, start G code. Where was the other thing? Save. Okay. Let's go back up to here. And advanced. Where's the enable fan speed control? Save. There we go. Now I can go back and change my fan speeds. Solid fill settings has been moved to solid fill tab. Okay. Click to switch back to simple mode. Yeah, I don't want simple mode. I'd like simple mode to go all the way together, all together. I just don't like it. I like this at 3. Remove fan point, layer 3. Fan speed 100. Add fan point. Save. Close. It is a lot like S3D, but it's not. For one, it's free. For two, it works a little better. There are things I still like S3D. S3D I still think is probably the best out there for spiral mode. Yeah, spiral mode and Lithophane's S3D does really good. Cura is very close on both of those. There's something about spiral mode with this that it works, but there's certain, like, the ones where I do the, like, my designs into them where it's really small and fine detail, it likes to average over stuff. So if there's an area it doesn't like the look of, it'll average over it and say, no, I don't want to do that. You know, so just blaze over an area. Someone stole Christine's recycling bins. Great. Whatever. They steal the wheelbarrow, they're assholes. My neighbor's complaining because I left my wheelbarrow at the end of the driveway because I've been patching the driveway and instead of carrying the wheelbarrow up and down and up and down and up and down. My driveway's like a half mile long. I've been patching, dirt spots, potholes. Just been going down, and when I drive in and out, if I have 10 minutes, I go and I fill up the wheelbarrow once and I patch a half a dozen potholes with it. Anyway, she's saying people are stealing the crap from the other driveway, but they can't see it because the truck's in the way. There's no beat up truck in the way, too. Down there, my neighbor's truck is sitting there rotting away in the driveway. So bad. We so sometimes hate having crap down there. But trying to clean up the end of the driveway. It's their driveway, actually. They own the driveway. When we sold them the property, her husband at the time had backhoes and excavating equipment. I used to work for him. We did construction. I worked for him on and off. So we actually, when we sold them the back lot, we said, you know what? You've got all the equipment. Why don't you take the driveway too? So we gave them that 2.5 acres wrapping around our property, along with the 6 or 7 acres they bought, leaving us with just the 1.5 acres. Didn't charge him anymore because we're like, okay, you take care of the driveway. Well, 5 years later, he had cancer and died, and she is not taking care of the driveway. Backhoe sitting there rotting away. All the equipment's back there. She won't sell any of it, but it's anyway, blah. So I've been going down patching the potholes because nobody else will. They'll drive right through them. They don't care. I'm like, I can't do that. For one, my parents just bought a brand new car that I'm driving to cart them around. I still have my van, but I drive the new car to cart my mother and father around in, and it saves a lot of gas over my van. So I don't want to beat on the new car. So I've been patching the driveway. Big long dirt driveway. Anyway, blah, wah, wah, wah. I'm over wah. So yeah, that was Idea Maker. I should slice something real quick and test it, shouldn't I? Of course, I have no files left. I deleted everything. I actually have them on my other hard drive, but I'm just not going to. I just don't care at this point. Too late. It's 8:30 at night. I'm only going to stream for a little while anyways. I only did it because Josh can't. He's ill. He's sick. See? Josh is ill. Warning, alien puke isn't green. I don't know why I put that on there. It just looked funny. So there's that. What are you guys up to tonight on a Sunday night? I think I'm getting sick. Last couple of days I've been dragging butt and I've been getting cold. And if anyone knows me and knows the area, I don't. It has to be like below freezing for me to get cold. And my feet have been cold for the last 3 days. I've been getting chills. And yet I'm still sweating. So I think I'm getting a cold or a flu or something.
I'm getting something.
Either I'm just tired and drawn out and just pissed off and don't want to do this anymore. Oh, there is that. So anyway, anybody want to jump in here? If you haven't tried Idea Maker yet, there, Mr. Red Light, I think you should. You should try it. I think everybody should try it. You may not like it. There are things I don't like about it. I think it's real window heavy. It's real window heavy. It does have the best supports. I really wish like Cura and or Prusa Slicer would get on the proper manual, controlled supports. There's absolutely nothing. I mean, it's got the same support system as S3D does, where you just drag and drop them. You can add them all. You can delete them. You can delete each individual stick. You can delete areas. You can add areas. You can do whatever you want. You can customize your supports. What both Cura and Prusa Slicer consider custom supports it's just obnoxious. That is more of a pain in the butt than just taking the supports off after. Their whole delete on the support area, put a block in. Screw that. This thing, you point and click and the support's there. That's it. I mean, there's just no. That's the one thing I loved about S3D when it came out, and when really the only thing I did like about S3D, that and multi-processing, both of which Idea Maker has. It is a little funky. It's kind of window heavy. It likes to open one window after another window after another window and make you open more windows and then another window. And then you got to open another window to adjust another window. And then there's a setting behind another window. And it's just real window heavy. And it's not the fastest slicer in the world. I think it's just about the slowest actual slicer, time to slice something. But you're talking about 30 seconds to maybe a minute. And I think it's one of the cleanest, fastest printing. So if I have to spend a minute on the computer to save a half an hour on the printer, I think I've gotten, 39 or 29 minutes of profit out of that by using it. And it's not the fastest. It's not perfect. I just find it has more options that I use the most and does things well. And it's fast and easy. For me, at least. I could see why someone wouldn't like it. Hey, look, it says YouTube, you're live. No kidding. Really? I did not know that. So stupid. So anyway, yeah, my little Macintosh is all cleaned. Everything's running like really fast, which is nice. I had too much crap. Installed, removed, installed something else, removed. I don't care if you're on a Mac or a PC. There's a lot of those preference files and all that kind of crap. When you remove an app, all that kind of crap lingers behind and just keeps bogging down and adding up and bogs everything down. Just bogs it down. Wah. Not no more. All clean. Fresh. Deleted like 80% of the apps. There's very few I put back in there. I literally had like 40 or 50 apps I was getting ready to delete. Just junk. Stupid crap. Junk I downloaded from Apple or somewhere else. And said, oh, I'll try that. And I was like, nope, not worth it. Just wish both Apple and Windows would stop pre-installing garbage. So much junk that you can't get rid of even on the Apple side. I don't care about stocks. I don't need a stock ticker. I should be able to delete it. I don't want it even in the system. Don't need it. Don't want it. Just one more thing, I'm bogging my computer down. And you can't delete it. It's part of the system. Yes, non-system based apps. Anything that Apple's own cannot be deleted. It's stupid. It's one of the few things on the iPhone, yeah. There's some on the iPhone you can't get rid of too, although they've gotten better about that. There's a lot of, like the stock one now, you can now delete. If I go up here, open in Finder, and I try, what do I want to get rid of? I don't need FaceTime on my computer. Let's delete it. No, cannot delete. It's part of the Mac OS. It's required by Mac OS. Photo booth. Don't care about photo booth. Have never used it. No, can't delete it. What else? Voice memos. Never used it. Never in my life. It's been there since the beginning of Macintosh. Can't delete it. Mission control. Never used it. Don't want it. It's just a systems hog. Can't delete it. It's just stupid. Books. Never bought a book off Apple. Never will buy a book off Apple. Nope, can't delete it. Dumb. Just stupid. Yeah, the iPhone you can delete a lot of them now because people have been bitching because where they make the iPhone where you can't upgrade the memory or anything and it's kind of limited. All that crap. And they say, oh, they're small. But yeah, they may be small individual, but when you have 100 small little things all run in the background, that's a lot. Yeah, but you can read PDFs off of on the Mac. You can read PDFs off the regular picture viewer or whatever the hell they call it. That opens PDFs just fine. What the hell? Text edit. Their text editor opens PDFs and STLs and all that crap. I don't have Fusion down in my little menu bar. Where is Fusion? Fusion. Okay, I know I installed it. Oh, come on. I installed it. I had it open. I had it running, for crying out loud. Oh, boy, did I not install it? I mean, fine. Kind is an app. Applications. Autodesk Fusion 360. That's why, because I'm not looking at Autodesk. It's up here. How come I'm not seeing Autodesk anywhere? Applications. Okay. That's weird. Oh, I know why. It's a different. That's the other thing I don't like about the Apple. This can go in here. And then this can go down here. There's two applications folder. There's one systems-wide applications folder, and then there's a user applications folder. What is up, Paul? Paul Cucumber. No. What's up, Jakey Matt? How is life out on the island? Is it supposed to rain again tonight? I think it is. Yes, it is windy. It's not even that cold. Well, it is cold now. It's 32 out. You're probably a tad warmer than I am being out on the sandbar. Just a tad warmer in Long Island. Long Island. No, you can keep your frickin' snow. Oh, Tanny's live. All right, I'm gonna kill it. Let's all go watch Tanny. I didn't know he was going live. What did I just do? And copy. Long Island. That's funny because there is a lot of lawns out there. Being a farm of lawns, when you get out there, you're not in the lawn land, are you? Anyway, let's all go over to Tanny's stream. There's the lake. I'm gonna kill it. Actually, I'm gonna watch Yardbirds. Can't talk. StreamYard stream when they come on. Yeah, you're more toward the city, aren't you? Anyway, go to Tanny's stream. He's streaming. He said his dinner was good. I'm going to end it. See yous.